Tonight's edition of Off the Beaten Path fills us in on the history of North Dakota's Ladies Line. As reporter Cliff Naylor tells us, this story has nothing to do with the telephone.
The towns of Persis, Myra, Alice, Elizabeth, Catherine, and Marion make up North Dakota's Ladies Line. All those communities were named by the Northern Pacific Railroad during the early 1900s.
It was such a boom period, and there was so much construction going on that a lot of names were just picked out for relatively insignificant reasons.
John Melke works on railroad issues for the Public Service Commission. He says in just 1 year, 12 towns were established along the 60-mile-long branch line.
Persis was named after a stenographer who worked for the railroad. And then as you went on to the southwest, there was the town of Myra. And that was named after the daughter of the original owner of the land. And as you went further to the southwest, you got down to Alice, which is still there. And Alice was named after a wife and daughter of a local banker. Both the wife and the daughter were named Alice. Then further on down the line, there was the site of Elizabeth, which was named after the daughter of a railroad ticket agent. And then towards the end of the line, we had the cities of Catherine and Marion. They both still exist, and they were both named after after daughters of the president of the Northern Pacific Railroad.
Melke says all of the towns were established about 5 miles apart, which back then was a day's ride for a farmer to haul grain by horse and wagon to and from an elevator. Today, the Ladies Line, or the Three Sisters Line, as it's occasionally called, is not in operation. 27 miles of track have been abandoned, and 33 miles aren't being used. Elevators still dot the line, but today grain is trucked to Castleton, eliminating the need for trains to run on the Ladies Line. I'm Cliff Naylor, NBC North Dakota News.
The only town along the Sisters Line that was not established in 1900 was Fabian. It was put on the map in 1901. Fabian was named after the chief clerk in the office of the president of the Northern Pacific Railroad.